Hello Virgo, Karo here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Forces at Work Love Tarot reading is back for October 2025. I was preparing the spread with you, but I got interruption, so I have to cut the video. But now I will continue for the last two cards. But let me please introduce you the spread first, so as you understand the structure of this spread, you can also um, um, have a good understanding of how things can evolve at this point with the reading. So your current state, your current situation, their current state, their current situation, what you want, your intention, motivation, what they want, their intention, motivation. How do they feel towards you? How do you feel towards them? What you need parts for both of you, with also some spiritual context. We have your next move, their next move, your hopes and fears, their hopes and fears. And we will find now the card, the forces in between you, and also the outcome of this forces, the relationship outcome. For the month of October 2025, we are performing this reading, and I'm gonna give it also two clarifications. And we are ready to go, Virgo friends, and here is your first position. So our first position in this reading, Virgo friends, are the Emperor and the La Nemica. Actually, Emperor is clarified by La Nemica. And we have the Knight of Pentacles clarified by Amica. Amica I didn't get, by the way, so much this month. Okay, so Virgo friends, for October 2025, Forces at Work Love Tarot reading, the first positions, your current state, your current situation, their current state, their current situation, starts with the Emperor and the La Nemica energy. It seems you are standing in structure, you are standing in authority, and you are standing in control. So, but what are you looking at? You are looking at the enemies and hidden rivalries. So there is here, I think, a distrust. You have a distrust, and this is actually where your strength comes from. So you may need to defend your boundaries, and you may have this need to hold firm. So you are not letting others undermine you. And this is telling me that your current state, your current situation is staying in control, because you cannot simply trust what is really around you. Their current state, their current situation. Knight of Pentacles, Amica. A lot of readings actually started with Knight of Pentacles, I think. And for this month, I also had a lot of Knight of Pentacles energy in the signs. I see their energy very steady and patient. And it's clarified by Amica. This is the friend, this is the ally. So their state is like grounded, supportive. They may not be dramatic, or they may not be fast moving, but their stance is quite dependable. So they appear as someone who is willing to put the effort. Also offer loyalty for the month of October 2025. And this looks at a slower pace, but it seems that there are some intentions around that. Your energy is coming from a more authority-based suspicion, and you are really keeping these firm boundaries. They are more patient and consistent. They have a more friendly energy here. But we will understand now why you are actually keeping that suspicion. So the next message here is what you want, your intention and motivation. Okay, so what you want, your intention, motivation, Nine of Swords clarified by Disperato per Gelosia, and their intention, motivation, what they want is Four of Cups and Melancholia. Okay, so let's explore this one first. Now, what you want, your intention, motivation, there is a bit worry here, I feel. Maybe some fears and anxieties, and there can be some jealousy attempts here too. It seems there is some kind of a sleepless night that Virgo can overthink, and there is some kind of a mental anguish here. Um, it this is showing me that um, you have a desire actually to overcome these consuming thoughts. What you want at a soul level is a relief, like you want to break free from fear and suspicion, which is actually eating that peace of mind. What they want, I think they are caught in emotional stagnation. And this is pretty much clarified by melancholia. This is sadness and melancholia. And with the Four of Cups, their motivation is to withdraw, my friends. And they want to reflect. They want to maybe sit with disappointment, and they want to process um, that unhappiness. This person may have problems of feeling things. I don't know what does it call, but like feeling problem with feelings. So maybe that's why they may time to time seek for extreme things. I don't know, sports maybe or adventures, something they do with their body. This person is not in an active pursuit. Actually, it looks quite passive here. I think their intention is to sit and to be with their sadness rather than acting immediately, I have to say. Your energy is more about like releasing anxiety, jealousy, or what keeps you bound. They wanna like more linger in that sadness and very melancholic energy I am getting actually. This actually you know I see here like you think something is either against you, you wanna take the control of this. There is a here of huge implication on how you wanna take over a particular psychological aspect maybe that does not serve you. So actually, there is a lot of willing to heal energy, I do feel. Okay, now next messages we have how do they feel towards you? This person feels Five of Pentacles clarified by disgrazia towards you. How do you feel towards them? You feel High Priestess clarified by Mercante towards them. So in this case, they feel towards you um, heavy feelings. This is very heavy. So because this person feels like that this is like someone is having a loss, like their home is just like like destroyed or something, like their base, their ground. There is a feeling of exclusion and hardships. Their emotions are very heavy, and they feel that this connection may be damaged, and it is now maybe tied to some struggle. Their feelings, I think, is not gone, but they are more into that scarcity and pain mindset. It's like this bond is I mean, there is very draining, hurting, And like this costs me kind of energy. Five of Pentacles. Okay, your feelings towards them, your feeling towards them, High Priestess, clarified by Markante, we said. Okay, so I see you are staying silent and reserved and mysterious. So you are holding your intuition close to yourself. You have this inner knowing. You are not showing everything, but there is actually some kind of an exchange going on. Mercante is a transactional energy. It's about exchange value. So your emotions are more filtered through practicality. You feel like you have to measure, you have to assess, and maybe you have to keep it like a calm, you know. So this to me like eh, feels like you say something like, I know more than I reveal, and I am like weighing if this has real value, this sort of energy. It's again a very different energies because they feel pain, loss, collapse, and this is tied to you. You feel though quite with your intuition and there is calculation, but you are not making a disclosure, I think. Okay, now this person is drowning in a very visible grief, I think. But you are like in this hidden clock of hidden knowing. Okay, so I want to continue now with what you need part. Let's see what you need, Virgo. Virgo, you need the moon clarified by Messaggero reversed, and you need patience, as the angel oracle says. Patience, Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience, it says. What they need Seven of Cups clarified by Conversazione reversed. And hello from heaven, we have Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessing, it says. Wow. I don't know if they like lost someone. This person lost someone, a loved one. But it seems maybe that's why this melancholy and sadness is. I don't know if they like go through also very. That's why maybe they look for allies here also, like they try to create allies and friends. Okay, so what you need, let's first talk about that, Virgo. Now, Seven of Cups and Moon, this is a bit similar energy to me, by the way, because it's all about, I mean, a part of these cards are about clarity and what is foggy. So you need clarity, but it can go through. Oops, excuse me. You need clarity, and it may come through uncertainty because here the moon energy is very much illusionary, as you know, and it's about hidden truths. It's an emotional fog, and we have the reverse messaggere, and this is pointing to a missing communication, confusion, unclear signs. So I think your soul needs to navigate uncertainty with patience, like sitting with that uncertainty for a time. Like maybe answers is not gonna come right now. And especially South Node, today I'm doing this reading, South Node is hitting 18 degrees of Virgo Venus now. Um, there is no need to force answers too soon. That's why it is telling about patience, I think. I think your dreams are slowly taking shape. The moon, the dream, but they need nurturing, they need time. So it says you need to accept the unknown without panic, without stress, without um, overthinking. This is about trusting that clarity will come in divine timing and in the right time. So it's about you trusting now this process unfolding through time. And your person really, I mean, it has a very similar vibe. They are drowning in the choices and illusions, and there is some kind of a isolation and lack of dialogue here. They may be withdrawing from healthy social exchanges with people, and it's like I have to face my confusion, but they are also here avoiding open conversation. Hello from heaven is like a deepening message, I believe, because they are carrying grief, like literally, and also metaphorically, especially if someone has like passed away in their life. So that grief from a loss is giving a lot of discomfort. So their need is comfort, their need is reassurance, their need is uh, to let go of worries, which is actually stemming from what is gone. So, of course, you know, when someone is grieving a loved one, uh, they may have this struggle to release the past attachments, but if they need, they can also uh, have to again, like waiting with that grief period um, to kind of grief never passes, by the way. I mean, we just grief always stays there, but there was this grief theory by by a person. It says we actually grow around our grief, so they need that growth, it seems. Yeah. To me, this feels like you need patience and trust through emotional fog and also block communication. Uh, they need comfort through confusion and grief. Of course, they have to reopen a dialogue there, I do feel. So I think you wait for clarity. They need healing from loss and also overwhelming emotions. Um, okay, now Virgo, let's talk about the next move cards. Your next move is Queen of Pentacles, clarified by La Rignone. Their next move is, oh my God, Queen of Cups. Their next move is Queen of Cups, clarified by Donna Maritata. Look at that. Oh my God. Two queens. And you see the care also in the Sibyllas. Okay, Virgo friends. Now, there is a very nice message here because I see, despite what is going on, Virgos are really choosing the right thing to do. Your next move is, I think, very grounded and it's very nurturing, very practical. There is a reunion and reconciliation energy, which means first you are moving towards healing, like reconnecting, but you keep it in a very steady, pragmatic way. You're gonna like approach things with care, with responsibility. So you're gonna show your value through stability rather than maybe some dramatic gestures, and inviting them to a dialogue. Okay, can be also reconciliation or reconnection. Their next move, by the way, I don't know if this person has to care for children or if there is like someone needs their care, but their next move is very emotional and very intuitive. So they are deeply feeling. And this person, I think, has a particular commitment or responsibility. Their emotions are tied to seriousness with Donna Maritata, because this is also like talks about some responsibility there. They are moving with duty, seriousness. It's, to me, this feels like leaning on emotional responsibility. So they move in a way they're gonna honor their commitments, and they're gonna approach things, I do believe, with great empathy. You are in a very nurturing reunion energy, and they are in the emotional responsibility, very serious energy. So let's see now your fears and hopes. Your fear is King of Wands. I mean, your fears and hopes together, of course. Fears and hopes, as we say. So you have the King of Wands clarified by Domestico, and their fears and hopes. Nine of Cups clarified by Sacerdote. They come up with very, by the way, this person, your person comes up with really some like moral responsibilities and serious attachments. There is this type of energy I'm getting. It's really, the reading really has turned suddenly, I mean, in a very dramatic way. So your hopes and fears, you hope for some leadership, passion, and it's uh I don't know if you want to take a lead with regards to some household or domestic problems, but this may also show your fear as being stuck in a role of service instead of standing in your full authority. So I think you are hoping to embody a very confident mastery, but you fear slipping into some direction which is gonna pushing a particular role that you have been doing all this time, or it's like the fear is like um ah the fear is like you are only being valued for what you provide. Understand? It's actually quite Venus in Virgo. Now, as now again in the astrological context, South Node Venus. Oh my God, conjunct. Um, so like asking, am I the leader of my life, or am I just a supportive role in someone else's story? Okay, so this is really bringing some important questions, I think, to the surface. And I have my full empathy with you about that. Especially it's that sometimes feeling if you are like taken for granted. Their hopes and fears, Nine of Cups and Sacerdote, this person hopes for a satisfaction, they hope for wishes being fulfilled. Just a sec, please, I will be back. I am back. So the last thing I was saying was Virgo friends. Uh, they hope for satisfaction, and they hope for some wishes being fulfilled for them. And they are looking for emotional contentment, of course. But with the Sagardote energy, which is about this can be a official person. I don't know if there are some official person and some developments that they want some decisions for their favor, maybe, or there can be also some, rules, ethics, authority terms, or moral terms. Like they hope to bound with some kind of a moral, spiritual responsibility or religious, I don't know. Like what is right, kind of thing. What is right? I want that, kind of thing. But there, I think fear is self-indulgence, selfishness, selfish wishes, or yeah, they want joy, but they want joy not at the cost of their conscience. I think their struggle is more about balancing their personal happiness with spiritual or moral codes, just as like. So, yeah, okay. So, some moral undertones, but yeah, they want to be happy, of course, but something has to go along with their, I think, moral compass, let's say. Okay, so um, now I'm going to continue with the forces card and like forces at work, okay? So the forces in between you, we have Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands clarified by stanza reversed. Okay, so Nine of Wands clarified by stanza reversed, and the outcome for the relationship, like the result of these forces are um Eight of Wands and oh, sometimes I forget to look at the camera to, sometimes if I'm sorry if I'm holding the cards like that. Um, Eight of Wands and La Constanza reversed is the outcome of the relationship, outcome of also these forces. So what can we say? Okay. Now, in between you for the month of October 2025, there is a defense. This is your shared force energy, and there is a defense there. There is this guards up. So a guardedness, we can say. I think both of, if you have been through some kind of a battle-like energy with this person, I think both of you is standing tall after these past battles, and like maybe each person is like protecting their ground. We have the stanza energy, the room, the privacy, intimacy. Now this room is upside down, so I think um now stanza energy, yes, there is openness to it, but it's a bit blocked, I think, because instead of private sharing with them, I think there is a distance and lack of intimacy or mistrust. So the force between you is like we are both still here, we are standing tall, but we have also those walls up. I don't see a particular private, it's a bit scattered, I think, like that quality private time maybe to share. It seems it's not there, like there are walls there, and the outcome, Eight of Wands and La Constanza reverse. Now, uh, out of this energy, some momentum movement is born. Excuse me. And throughout October, you may find a ground for a communication, but my friends, uh, it's not stable. The ground is not stable. Constanza reverse, which is about faithfulness, constancy, reliability. So this is a bit like shaky there, I think. And so if La Constanza is like it's like these ancient sites, right? They see lots of battles and earthquakes, lots of things like for centuries, but some columns still there, like standing strong. But the reverse energy, like even the old city cannot survive. So, like, yeah, the messages are there. There is this use of space and it's quick. Shifts can happen, yeah, but the foundation is like very shaky. So, yeah, your result is momentum. So you gotta find that momentum, but it's not kind of steady constancy you may have hope for, let's say. Uh, is it progress? Yes, it is progress, but it's unstable, unreliable, or inconsistent. So this is what you, I think, need to be fully aware of. Um, so I think the whole October is momentum Virgo, but there is no full trust to it. So yeah, things move, words fly, constancy tested, wishes or hopes being maybe shared, but this is to me is not full of trust. Um, and I repeat, you need really patience and clarity uh, through that fog, and they need healing and comfort from the grief. Maybe if we give some time to what we need, this may also shift the outcome. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo friends. Thank you so much for joining me. If you think this reading is already feels like resonating with you, I eventually recommend the private version of it, because in private readings we are tailoring one spread and adjust the positions and add new ones according to the situation you will bring. And it can really give the whole answer you need at this time. So if you think of it, just let me know. The information is at the description box below. Thank you so much, Virgo. Take care. Bye bye.